going over here.
Okay.
She was resisting that.
Resisting?
Oh, no, you could have just...
I had my gun.
I know, but for the safety of everybody else.
I had my gun. I'm protecting my gun.
Who are you?
SAPD.
Okay. We're out of...
That's what I was holding.
Okay, out of where? What office?
Mental health.
Okay.
I went out there to use the
312.
phone.
Can I get a sergeant to my location? Okay.
Where's my purse? Look, all my cash is in there. Right there.
Okay.
Oh my God, dude.
So let's go to the office. We'll deal with it in there. Okay. 312.
Shit, man. All I was doing was
312.
using
Just
the
let them know we're
phone.
going to be in the loss prevention office, and we're just going to be waiting in there for the time being. And can I get him on Delta? Or who is it that's coming so I can call him? Escalator?
Yes.
10-4. Just let him know I'm going to be calling him. One step at a time, okay? If there's nothing, then it's nothing. But you know as well as I do how we have to deal with it, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I wasn't resisting. I was holding my gun.
And
I got people behind
that
me.
may be, but we still
Yeah.
got to take it a step at a time.
Yes, sir. Can you please start us with DS9?
On, just try and relax and let me take care of the rest of this, okay? So what happened?
Alright, she picked her up on camera.
Yeah, on the CCTV. Selecting this one. She already had this one. We got a call from the associate that she was walking away with it. Just standard, we start watching them once they walk away from the area. She goes downstairs and she goes to the home department. At this point, he starts floor surveillance and we got her concealing this one and this one into the bag. In the home department, she exits the home department and then goes towards the men's fragrance. And then she selects this one and walks straight out with it. And then at that point, we approached her and identified ourselves, and she started resisting from there.
Okay. Resisting how? I
She
gotta ask.
Oh, she resisted. Like she wasn't following her commands to come back in the store. She didn't want to move. I'm like, ma'am, I don't want to have to put you in cuffs. Just come back with us. And she just kept tensing up. And she says, I have a gun. Let me go. I'm messing with you. So I put her hands behind her back for safety reasons.
Yeah.
She started resisting right away, saying, no, I'm not coming back. Blah blah blah. And we just kept on, telling her, ma'am, it's not a big deal. Just put your hands behind your back. We don't want to do this. And finally, bystanders helped out, detain her. Her gun actually fell out of her side waist with the gun in holster on the ground. At that point, I don't know, what's gonna happen because her arm is still loosed out.
She put her foot on it. She was stepping on it, so the associate went and grabbed it.
Okay.
To, secure it and everything.
That's
we finally get her detained, put her hands behind her back. At this point, I'm asking her, what's your badge number if you're an officer? And she's like, no, I'm not giving it to you. And she hides her badge. At that point, I'm on dispatch already with 911. And I give them the badge number once I finally see it. And I asked her if she had any other weapons on her. She kept reaching different ways. And that's when she took out the knife from her waistband.
Okay.
Her pocket. I kept asking her, why is she studying, blah, blah, blah. She's saying that she wasn't walking out. She didn't know she was walking out. She kept saying that she didn't know she was walking out. I'm like, man, you finally... She goes, where's the place to pay? And I said, way over here. And she goes, I'm like, you walked out way over there, already about to turn the corner, going toward the Starbucks.
Okay. What's the total right now?
Total, I gotta get you the total.
Let's start all that then. That way we can figure it out from there. All right. Sergeant Hubbard's on the way. All right.
So, alright, basically,
Just tell us what happened.
yeah, basically, me and my partners, Erica Castillo, we picked her up on camera. She selected a fragrance set. Associate called in her that she had walked away with another fragrance set.
What's that?
Fragrance set.
Fragrance.
Perfume.
Perfume from Women's Fragrance. She
Okay.
selects a fragrance set, pulls it off the shelf. She has another one in her hand, smaller one. She has it underneath the fragrance set. She goes downstairs to the men's department. She conceals one of the small fragrance sets into the Macy's bag she already has when we picked her up. She walks into the home department. At this time, I'm already on floor surveillance. Erica's on camera watching her. She goes to the home department, goes all the way in the back. I'm seeing her on floor. She conceals the fragrance sets from upstairs into the bag, to the Macy's bag. Comes out of the home department, walks into the men's fragrance department, selects another fragrance set, walks around, walks right out into the lower level, into the mall, starts making their way into the corner
So she's clearly in a
All
mall,
in the
well,
mall,
well
way out.
past our.
Yeah, I pushed her slowly. You know, I identified one myself at Macy Acts Protection. She goes, "What fragrance?" I was like, "Man, the fragrance right here." I was like, "Let's go back to the store and tell
What,
her."
was she carrying it outside?
She was carrying, yeah, she was carrying the bag with the fragrance sets in the bag and carrying one underneath her tablet she had in her hand.
Okay.
Underneath it, and I told her, "Let's go back and, you know, we talk about this." She goes, "No, I'm not gonna come back." And I was like, "Man, just come back with us, you know, calmly." She goes, "No, no," and you know, this time she's kind of resisting. At this time, you know, we don't know what she's gonna do next. So we tried to put her in handcuffs. I'm like, "Ma'am, it's our procedure to put you in handcuffs. You know, just relax." And she goes, "No, no." And she starts resisting, moving her arms. At this point, you know, I was like, she goes, "I have a gun on me." I'm like, "Are you armed?" And she goes, "Yes, I have a gun on me." She keeps making gestures like that. I have to put her in handcuffs because,
Right.
you know, never know. You know, maybe she's not a real SAPD officer. Maybe she's, you know. So at this time, we're fighting with her. I'm like, "Ma'am, just put your hands behind your back. We're trying to, you know, de-escalate the situation. You know, put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back, ma'am. Just cooperate with us. You know, not a big deal. Just cooperate with us." She doesn't want to put her arms behind her back. We're trying to get her control. Erica takes her to the ground. We take her to the ground. She's just fighting at this one now. Put her hands behind her back. Her gun falls out, and she puts her foot on the gun, trying to hold it with her foot, trying to hold the gun. I'm like, "Ma'am, we're securing the gun. Just, you know, cooperate with us." And this time she's just struggling, and we finally get her in handcuffs. Bystander helped us and put her in handcuffs, and we sit her down. At this time, I'm on the phone with 911, let them know what's going on. And I tell them, you know, she's saying she's a police officer. I see a badge on her, and dispatch asked me for a badge number. I'm trying to see her badge. She covers it real quick. She covers it. She goes, "No, I'm not going to let you see it." I'm like, "Ma'am, what's your name then?" She's like, "I'm not telling you nothing." And she's trying to cover it, and, you know, finally Erica, you know, pulls the badge so I could read it, and I let dispatch know what her badge number was. And at this time, SAPD arrived. See,
Okay.
Okay, what's the value of the item?
$438 altogether.
Wow.
And the Macy's bag she had, was that from a prior purchase, or did she pick
I
that up
asked,
from
we
a?
asked her, and she said that she picked it up from a rack.
Okay, so it's not.
It's that
It's
bag.
not like
was-
she bought something else to put, and just happened to drop that bag in there. It's a bag she picked up specifically.
Specifically, yes. Because I asked her, because there was another fragrance fit in there, and I asked her, "Where'd you get this from?" She goes, "From Men's Fragrance." I say, "Did you purchase this?" She goes, "No, I got it from Men's Fragrance." And she just kept saying that.
That was
so,
a total of 3 sets.
total 4 sets.
4 sets,
Yeah,
4
a
sets.
small one and 3.
Do we have
size ones.
most of this on video?
Yes,
Get the
we have most of
video?
it on video.
How
and
about the part when you're in the mall? Do they have video, or can we
I
see?
have we have a video that's showing out in the mall, so you'll be able to see. Let's see what side she exit on. You'll be able to see her, you know, pace around with the fragrance set, and then walk out, and be able to see like a corner of it, part of it. Actually, you know what? You'll be able to see most of
Well, how
everything.
about you guys struggling? with
Struggling,
it?
yes, you'll be able to see part of
Can
that.
you? How do we get that, or how do we do that?
Can we view that, or
Can we view it?
By all means, yeah. We'll be
can we do it here? Or do we have to be out here, or can we pull her somewhere else?
Yeah.
We need to
we-
put her with a police officer somewhere else. Let's get a female
Get a
officer
female.
here. Come over here and search her before we do anything else.
Who's first picked up it?
Can you stop her just for a minute? While I get- Can you see it?
Yeah.
If you need my new address, I'm moving right now. This is gonna be the new
Let's see. Oops.
driver's license.
I'm gonna call Joe Diaz. That'll be the follow-up.
All right.
I'll just put him up. Can you stop it one more time?
Yeah.
Okay. There's,
Thank you, Raquel.
thank you.
This is what she said. So come around this position, approach her.
Maybe on 21 we say it better. Once we get in the store. Double click. On everyone. And you'll see us coming back. And that's when
I'll
it's
show you
really
from this
started.
angle. If you leave the store completely. There goes the assessment. Make that approach over. Yeah, that's a basic clarity.
But
Put your hands on
you
it.
got her, but this is when you got her back in the store,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because we'd already seen her walk out, Martin. You didn't
Yes.
see her
Okay, so
part.
she walked out,
Yeah.
and y'all
Now she's
escorted her
struggling.
back in, and now she's struggling.
Yeah, she don't want to put her hands behind her back. I'm like, ma'am, I gotta put your hands behind your back, you know. I think.
I wish we had audio.
I
That
wish
would be
so, man.
sweet,
I wish
yeah.
we had body cams. It makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
If we got all that.
Yeah, matter of time. I'm sure
Yeah.
as the way the security industry goes, it won't be
Yeah.
long before y'all, major company like Macy's will start doing that
Uh-huh.
stuff.
Yeah. And I asked her, the associate, to dial 911, you know, let them know that she's saying she's a police
Did
officer.
she hear any of this conversation, and can we talk to her?
Yeah, you could talk to her.
Yeah, could
Yeah,
you
she-
get her up here so
Yeah.
we can talk to her? Because we may need to list her as a witness.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Because she's listening, overhearing us.
Oh,
She
yeah.
can tell us what she heard.
Yeah.
It's important.
So how far out was the store was she? She was out down the
She
corner.
went over there,
This one.
almost to where those chairs are. And then, wouldn't you think?
So we're out. That's the main mall, right? That
Yeah,
line,
that's
that,
it, right
the little
past-
painted line there is the threshold,
Yeah.
or the
that's
tile
right.
line there, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yep.
Gotcha. The fact that where'd the bag come from? You know, you don't pick
Yeah.
up a bag for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna go back and research that and try to
You
get
know.
I mean, I'm paranoid when I go into the mall. I don't pick. When
Well,
I go to buy my
It's
wife's
one
gift,
thing to have something in your hand and be on the phone. I've done that. Like, oh crap,
Yeah,
you know.
no, to
but
put it
not
in-
like that.
And 4 different items.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's not
yeah. One item, yeah. 4
Like you
items.
stick it under your arm while you're lifting something. Oh shoot! I could see someone walking.
Yeah.
You say, "Oh, I'm sorry," or "Here's the
Yeah.
money." But
Yeah.
when you got 4 and they're in a bag,
Yeah, no.
I just don't want to go through. Even if I made them, I'd buy a perfume and
Yeah.
just put it. Oh shoot! I was talking. I don't want to go through the hassle.
Yeah.
You know, even if you know. So you can see you're still arguing.
Okay.
And we try to do it most respectful, you know, put your
Yeah.
hands behind your back. If this was another person, we would put them on the ground, but we're trying to give it the respect of, you know,
Yeah.
just cooperate with us and we always try to. And
When you give us the DVD, will it have all these screenshots
yes,
on
they'll
it? that
have
you showed?
everything.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Well, I don't need to see any more because we've seen
Oh, okay.
the
Seen-
meat and potatoes of it.
Seen enough. There's
Her going out and everything.
the
So,
selection of everything. She
Uh-huh.
walked out, past all points of sale.
Mark, is there